So Draymond Green gets ejected in game 1 of Warriors and Grizzlies because of a hard foul underneath the basket on, who was that on? Was that on Jackson? Is that who he was dragging down? Because he hacks him and he drags, and here's what I think happened. He hard fouled him, and then once the hard foul was over, Green grabs, he's a fistful of jersey.
Yeah, Brandon Clark.
And it's Clark, okay, and he pulls Clark down, and but before Clark hits the floor, he makes sure he doesn't hit the floor and pulls him up, or yanks the jersey down and then yanks it up. So I think he got the flagrant 2 for the yank down and got no credit for the yank up.
Right.
Okay. The jersey being yanked up to make sure he doesn't hit the floor that hard.
Yeah.
And I mean, you look at this stuff and you parse it now and you replay it and you're frame by framing, you're Zapruder filming this thing. I don't know who's sitting in the, home office talking to the officials together where it all comes out. Yeah, let's eject a future Hall of Famer from a playoff game. Let's do it. Let's send him off, and by doing this, put him in danger of another flagrant, suspending him for a game, the rest of these playoffs. All because, and I agree with Draymond Green, he's got a reputation because of the old kick in the nards that got him watching an Oakland A's game with Marshawn Lynch. Remember that one?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He was across the way,
across the parking lot,
across it's actually just
a tunnel.
It's not even a tunnel. You can truly walk across some concrete. You walk out of one building and into the other. So yeah, it is a tunnel, obviously, between two. So I don't blame him for being upset about it, and I don't blame him for calling it what it is, which is a reputational hit job. Because it is a hit job if you're doing it in just the split moment, you can't call it a hit job. But if you're looking at it,
right,
and you have the moments to look at it,
yeah,
and you're going to take the time to look at it and discuss it and have a conversation, you're going to eject a guy off of that? Come on, man.
Now, conspiracy me thinks that, okay, this happens. Let's get Draymond kicked out. Grizzlies probably take game 1, and now suddenly we got ourselves a longer series here. First round series didn't go that long. They didn't get any game 7s. All the game 6s that could have been extended, they all ended that day. The Bucks won in 5 games. The Celtics sweep. The first round kind of went quicker than most people thought. So let's get these second round series going. We got Scott Foster and Ed Malloy in Boston, game 1. We got a chance to eject Draymond and maybe give the Grizzlies a 1-0 lead. Let's keep these things going.
I don't understand. Why does the NBA attract the tinfoil hat conversation more than any other? From the Ewing, because the Ewing frozen envelope all the way to this moment in time, it's just...
We've seen it.
We've
seen too much.
You know what? There's never going to be a conversation where somebody's sitting down saying, let us tank a couple of games. And I know that Tim Donaghy has totally...
He has.
Legitimized a lot of tinfoil hat conversations.
Ooh, with good reason, man.
But let's just put it this way. I'll even give you this one.
Okay.
Even though, as you know, I don't believe this in a million years.
I know you don't. That's for me.
They overlooked one thing. 2 names, Jordan and Poole. My guy. They overlooked him. And they're overlooking the Warriors' ability to overcome all this, because even with all of that, the Warriors still won game 1, and the Warriors have won yet another road playoff game in a series that Steph Curry's played in. Correct? He's never gone through a series in his career in which he hasn't even taken at least one on the road. Am I correct in that assumption?
Ooh.
I think I saw that stat during the NFL draft. You'll have to pardon me. Through 262 picks of the NFL draft, I saw that stat.
Actually, super hot take.
Jordan freaking Poole.
I like
man.
the Warriors lineup kind of better without Draymond on the floor, kind of clogging things up.
He's not clogging anything up.
I don't know, man. You saw how free and wild, and they were
but he's
gunning
also
in the second half.
Then he had an off night then because or the Grizzlies were doing something in the first half.
Well, Poole is also just a budding superstar.
He is spectacular. He almost had a triple-double. Yeah. So, not even wrongfully ejecting Draymond Green is throwing the Warriors off, and that might even make them that more dangerous and feeling that much more invincible. The problem is, though, is this is now hanging over Draymond's head. Shams tweeted out moments ago that the league is not going to change the designation.
Oh, man.
The Flagrant 2 will not be reduced, which is like, come on. Come on. We're back into play of a bad ruling, which, leagues do. Remember the league came out and said Tony Correni was right for throwing a 15-yard penalty on somebody staring at a bench.
Yeah.
That's what leagues do. They back the play of their officials, and I get it. This is wrong. This is very wrong. But you know what? If Draymond gets ejected from a game, Jordan Poole will just handle it. How about that? Not Curry, not Clay. They've got another one. And we're not even talking about Wiggins either. My Warriors. My Warriors.
Oh, boy.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.